There is nothing. Only warm primordial black. Ever. Never. Ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained with... You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon... I know you do, baby. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. All right. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death is sweet and endless. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. And with it, a fiery streak penetrates your skull.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Kinema motor carriage. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharps for quite a still ongoing. Finally, the pressure recedes. You know what you should do. You should stop the fan. Do it if you want to die. The stabbing pain. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie. With 4 or 5, the switch must be broken because nothing happened. The switch must be broken. The switch must be broken. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically, your eyes burn with photosensor. The lights are off. The switch must be broken. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. Was this not the same Elon that founds Empire? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. As you slowly abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah. There is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Please stop. It's horrible. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive. It belongs in the new. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. For Revachol, if it doesn't rhyme, out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, Boîte de Nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. The click is used to spur on a horse. Everyone loves. The click is used to spur. Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this, a fine web of scarring covered, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from something you've done before. It is too large for a bullet, yet too like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, congratulations, you smashed the window with your, you mean, this person also forced the drink. A cool wind gushes in. Your You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flick. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. The whirling in rags. The window stands broken in its frame. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind. The window stands broke. The morning light hurts your eyes. The morning light. The morning light hurts your eyes. The fan stands still. The switch must be broken. The lights are on. The lights are off again. The lights are on. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us. You've been here for 3 days. On official, couldn't say. In truth, so far.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit... Could it be because of the drink?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police... Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control.
You sure look like you're from Revachol.
Her accent suggests she is not from...
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like, I don't know about that. At around a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a window was smashed. The tape player probably. The song stopped. And furniture too. There was. I think you screamed that. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. There was the usual. I couldn't say. Oh, yes.
Oh, that.
Oh, were huge where it would appear. A slow, sad song started playing. Like that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. Yes.
It's impossible to...
Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. The tape player probably. The song stopped. And there was. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet. The dock workers are pretty cocky. It's 51. The current centuries don't... You're right. There is nothing... You're in a hostel. We are in...
Revachol is the disgrace...
Forever.
And ever and ever. Out of the corner of your eye.
You're in a... We are in
Revachol is the disgraced former capital.
Yeah. It's 50. The current century... You're right. The dock workers are pretty... The dock workers are pretty cocky. It's 50. Yeah. It's 51. The current centuries don't... Civilization has existed for 8... You're right. There is nothing... There was the usual... I couldn't say. It's impossible. Yeah. There was the... I couldn't say. Oh, yes. Oh, were huge where I come from. I don't know, but a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That it doesn't matter anymore and that... Don't be. Then you started screaming. Yes. Never. A window was smashed. The tape player probably. There was. I went out afterwards. There was the... I couldn't say. It's impossible. Oh, yes. Oh, were huge where... I don't know. A slow, sad song started playing. Okay. Glad to have been of assistance.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened. This door can... There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Still no answer. Still nothing. Still. This door can... The door is closed. This door, still. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown looks like the bird was... This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the small steel tag says as much. The great skua.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender.
He's very animated all of a sudden.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here. She just, you know...
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it. No, I'm...
He's very animated.
That period of my life is over. Not... No.
He's very animated all of a sudden.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. She just...
His eyes dart from left to right. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed, of course, as if through a PA by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it, no, don't sing the happy song. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for it? As you turn, a bright light catches your eye. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography. What are you? Deaf? Yeah, you have. You're a... Yeah. This is the beginning of your legend. With a sudden flash, the world... A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your...
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. You fumble with the spring load like fucking sleigh bells. What are you doing?
Stop finger-fucking him, officer! I'm responsible for these oafs and their stuff! Even Sleepy there. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Just don't finger-bang his stuff, okay?
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happened. The worker is in a deep slumber. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You press your tongue. You could definitely go for some more.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting. Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange, as you approach, on the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are...
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange.
Okay, then. It looks like we had a little skid in...
What he means is, he has been trying to...
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask... It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial... Okay. We'll have you removed the dead body from the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? So, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We all feel that way sometimes. But first, I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from...
Inspectorate General means Internal Affairs.
No need for derogatory terms. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with... I would ask you to step into the headlight. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. I can see you drank last night and the night before. And if you need something for your headache, there is a general... Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
No idea. Looks like possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping. Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, The RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word Lin, a security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Well. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know, there's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as that's us, the Revachol.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief? There's no reason. 3 days ago, the RCM emergency. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Okay then. Was there? No, it's not a particular. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath. I can assure nothing like that will happen. No, something isn't happening.
The gesture resembles it, so desperately mundane. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assume that's good. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you... Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly...
The lieutenant adjusts his collar.
No, it's not a part... The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor... I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. No, the deceased is a security guard for a corporation... Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of...
Is this a strike then?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating this community... Strike, coup...
You feel something rising through you. A familiar feeling. An opinion taking form.
When I said we have to navigate...
From an imagine...
Now, was there anything else? No. The deceased is a security guard for... Then you're...
Is this a...
I expect the case it's... Strike.
You feel something.
When I said...
From an imagine...
Now, was there... No. The deceased... I can... No. Some...
The just so desperate... There's something the lieutenant...
No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved... Then you're in...
Is this a...
I expect the case itself... Strike. Coup.
You feel something.
When I said we have to navigate...
From an imagine...
Now, was there anything... No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation in... There was some interest in this case at my station. Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde...
The wary tone is the surest indicator.
Extremely.
It can still be... He's basically challenged...
No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor... There was some interest in this... Good point. Martinez is famed for its...
The wary tone is the surest indicator.
No, not really.
It can still be... He's basically
No. The deceased is a security guard. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish the... Good point.
The wary tone is the surest indicator.
That's commendable.
It can still be... He's basically challenged.
No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation in... There was some interest in this case at my station. Good point.
The wary tone.
Actually, it does have...
It can still be an otherworldly... He's basically challenging you to...
You mean like a brief? There's no reason... A security to find... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's... That's right. You mean like a brief? There's no reason... A security to find him or her... There's a strong prejudice... Okay, well... We are... No. It's... The deceased is a I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Because it's not...
The gesture... There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing.
You mean like a brief? There's... To find him or her. There's a strong prejudice. Okay, well... No. The deceased is a security guard. I can assure nothing like that will... Good.
There's something the lieutenant isn't...
Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it.
Have you tried concentrating on something other? Not a fan.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can... Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent. That's a fair point. That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't...
I guess you don't need glasses. That's because I'm half Seolite, or quad. It's a part of the world, officer.
Seo is a protectionist.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
A point of pride to him.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think...
The lieutenant... We all have our different mediums.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualizations...
What?
The lieutenant... We all have our different mediums. His...
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant...
Are they? They are mostly just That's because I'm half I don't speak a word of... That's because I'm half... It's a part of the...
Seo is a protect...
I can see your
A point of pride to him.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. Please do. We wouldn't want your
The lieutenant is pretty sure
Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged... Some you time?
A moment passes. The lieutenant...
Excuse me? Frankly, detective, you are in a deranged state. I can't... Some you time? You might. It's important not to...
The lieutenant is pretty sure
Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of... I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants.
Yes, but...
I don't know. Containers contain... Excuse me? You have a... I hope you don't take the... They say it's a...
Yes, but containers contain...
I'm sure you don't. It's just a... Excuse me? You have a... I hope you don't take... They say it's...
Yes, he simply nods.
Excuse me? You have a...
The moment passes. The door is closed. This door. Still, the lieutenant gives you a quick. Still, the lieutenant gives you. The window stands. The morning light hurts your eye. The morning light hurts your eye. Kim also tried. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape. He nods.
No problem, officer.
The fan stands still. The switch must be broken. The lights are... The bed is cold and...
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Yes?
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total.
Fuck me? Please leave the rage.
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. The theme on that pinball machine, clinging to a picture book version of the pop, it comes free with a six-pack. The sentiment is called...
The RCM in Martinez. We don't see a lot of police around here. That, of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a guy. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the... Well, as you probably know...
Don't worry, miss. We are...
Salts?
Of course. Where? It's there. In the yard.
Even all the way over here.
What do you mean? Yes, sir.
He knows where we are.
What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, the harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. Some shops and a bridge. Just coast. It's just water. No, actually, I think no problem. Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old. Every school of thought and government has failed. It's men like you who...
What he means is fixation on the...
Oh, come on, man,
I know exactly what you... But you see, I'm an officer.
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant
Whatever you say.
He smells of heavy motor oil.
It's about not the most popular topic nowadays with the coalition. I'm not the only people who've studied these things. So, lately we Occidentals have experienced the problem.
Cultural victory?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our nose. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of don't push your luck. Looking for something, Hunt? It's not the most popular topic nowadays with the... I'm not just... People who've studied these things say that you and me...
Oh?
Good.
Lieutenant Kitsuragis.
Oh, not much anymore. The strike. Apples.
Apples is exactly...
Look, as detective. We're on the...
Koiko may be another derogative.
Yep, it's...
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate waste.
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they...
He means the people living.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk. Cause that's what they're all called. Hey, if the name and description... did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet?
Relax. You've got all you can...
Oh yeah, they're someone with... Sure fuck goddamn right. They... trusting street thug... Oh yeah, they're a big deal. Sure fucking is. Hell no. It's... trusting street thugs. Not the most popular topic nowadays with the coalition in charge. People who've studied these things say that you open your eyes. Haven't you known this concerns you?
Cultural victory?
It's true. Also, you need to realize the danger. Go right ahead.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern. Not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks. Wriggle down.
When you said before that you were down with racism, was it meant in earnest? Or were you just trying to win his confidence? So you don't find his views...
Okay. Feels like this is going to be a discussion.
Our position in Ravachol is already precarious. Many people think we are vigilantes as it is.
Wait a second. Are you sure you want to go there? Even if you... Are you sure about that? Oh boy, we're really doing this.
There's a difference between saying something...
Okay, you think there's a way out of this? The lieutenant falls silent and looks down at his boot.
Let me say just one more thing. As you've seen, these sorts of attitudes, I've had this conversation enough times in my life. From now on, I'm going to stay out. Yes?
No response. He's having trouble processing it.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. The driver has a large metal pen. It is a seal. The back end of a book with...
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Likely, yes. This guy's
The driver, a large... It is a seal of royalist... An old monument stands in the middle of the track. A silver plaque on the statue. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the... Something with... Someone shot him in the heart.
Okay, I can't... Well, Martinez is Why not?
The king stands high above you. Someone shot him in the heart.
Okay, well, Martinez is Why not?
The king stands high above... Someone...
Okay, well, why not?
The king stands...
Okay, well, Martinez is Riddle. Why not?
The king stands high.
Okay. Well, Martinez is... If we connect, I've made an...
The king stands high above you. Survey. What did he do? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory. Small, wrinkled woman. The photo, an amber.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better? Why? I just...
The woman still has no response. Wherever this woman is, your words, no response. Wherever, no response. Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know. The woman still has her no response. Where no response. A Stars Raiko, one of the finest Zhimsk. Not many people outside of
Estash Raiko KK2. That's...
No, only that the motor carriage is...
That's what they said it was.
Correction. 4,395.
Yes, detective? Okay. I'm not going to honor kill. Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can... That's us. The Revachol citizens...
The RCM.
That's right. You mean like a brief? 3 days during a security fight. There's a... Just... You mean 3 days ago? During that time. The victim had been... Okay then. No. The DC... I can assure... No.
The just... So, there's some...
You mean like a brief? There's no... There's... Just to be... You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief? There's no reason... Just to be clear. We are police officers. It's our job to find... I'm afraid you don't know? That's good. Better still than an imbecile. It's just stupidity. Later. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's no 3 days during a security to find him or... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in... That's right. You mean like a brief? Just to be clear. We are police officers. It's our... No. It's not a particular... The deceased is a security guard for a corporation. I'm really... Anyhow, let's get back to the case. No. The deceased is a security guard for... Then you are in luck.
Is this a...
I expect the case... Strike.
You feel something.
When I...
From...
Now, was there... No. The deceased... I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you... Because it's...
The just... So... There's something... The...
No. The deceased is a security guard for... Then you are in luck.
Is this a...
I expect the case... Strike.
You feel something.
When I said...
From an...
Now, was there anything else you want? No. The deceased is a security guard for... Then you are in luck.
Is this a...
I expect the case... Strike.
You feel something. Rising through you. A familiar feeling.
When I...
From...
Now, you mean like a brief? 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received... During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Okay then. No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. then you're in luck.
Is this a...
I expect the case itself. Strike.
You feel something rising through you.
Politics is...
From an imagine...
Now, was there anything? No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in... Then you're in luck.
Is this a...
I expect the case itself. Strike.
You feel something rising...
When I said we...
From an imagine...
Now, was there anything else you want? No.
The lieutenant adjusts.
Good. What do you want to know? Good. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the if you insist. What do you want to know? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter?
What's going on? It's like you're... The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the...
I guess you... That's correct.
You feel...
Are they? They are more... That's because I'm half Saolite, or quarter. It's a part of the...
Saol is a...
I can see you're
A point of pride to him.
That's because I'm... It's a part of...
Saol is a...
You're barking at the wrong...
A point of pride to him.
What do you mean? I have no...
The lieutenant's conceptualization...
What?
The lieutenant, we all have our different...
What do you mean? I have no...
The lieutenant's conceptual...
I can't say...
The lieutenant, but we all have our different mediums.
Good. Let's change. Excuse me? Detective, if I may be... That's good. Some you time? Please do.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care...
Excuse me? Frankly, detective, you're in some you time? This is too might.
The lieutenant is pretty sure...
Excuse me. Frankly, detective, some you time?
A moment passes.
Excuse me. You have a... I hope you don't take this. They say it's...
Yes, but...
I don't know. Containers... Excuse me. You have a... I hope you don't take this. They say it's...
Yes, but he simply nods.
Excuse me. You have a... I hope you don't take... They say it's...
Yes.
I'm sure you don't. It's just a stupid Excuse me. You have a... I hope you don't take... They say it's...
Yes.
I'm sure you don't. It's just... Excuse me. You have a...
A moment passes. The lieutenant... You're hazy on the notion of a scab.
A kind of a worm. Content with Mirso. Beats me. Somewhat gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil. Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. A kind of a worm. Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay. Gotta be bloody stupid. Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Good one, officer. Imagine. Speaking of, what brings the RC? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. I don't believe you. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the... My friend Iris, I don't operate in that capacity. I walk right? Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Suprema. Then press the... Then go back. And you enter the arbor through the office. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. Or you could convert to a Semini Suprema... Not yet, no. He's incredibly... Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy is... Sure. You know, serious business.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike, too.
You know.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to...
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of... Probably not. Murder, huh? Probably not. I wouldn't even know... Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me... That's okay. I have no idea. Murder, huh? That sounds like a... Of course, Policia.
He didn't do it. It's the truth. mixed with a matrix of an off-key melody.
Kudos. Please stop calling here. Grown up. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. But the doorbell is broken and the bookstore shouldn't.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the door. What an ominous name. All you hear the same. You ring the door. You hear the same. Wait, you wait. You hear the same. Looks like someone. You hear the same. Wait, you hear stat. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello.
She sounds almost and wait. But what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electric. The lieutenant She must be mistaking you for... Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just why did you even call? I don't understand.
A spot of static.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore. Another sea.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't. Silence. No one answers your call. This button.
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
No. Hold on. You hear the same waiting room music. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right and then accelerated straight into the driver proceeded to back out of before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather
You could follow the track south.
You are correct.
You could follow the... The display rack is brimming with worn...
Oh, man from Hjelmdal. Blood and violence, scantily clad women. What does it matter? They're all the... If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman. The man...
Rows and rows of Hjelmdal, maybe 100. Not even close. Man from Hjelmdal in hell. Man from Hjelmdal and the forest of slaves. Nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain. You see...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees and nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books.
She speaks almost oddly enough. The more she tries to draw you away from the curtain. Just as you're about to...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed. I'm sorry, I don't...
The curtains do seem...
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtain. No!
Talking is... You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron shaped... You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture.
I warned you! You're unleashing forces beyond...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of only an echo. A hollowed out, dark echo. Only an echo. A hollowed out, dark echo. Ow. Shoot. Who's Mar—
Are you alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Yeah, screaming isn't all you feel is pain and weakness. You have to— Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed